It almost just feels like you're finally ready to move with visibility, taking action that leads you to be seen. And I just kind of get this feeling that you're done trying to find the easy way out. There's just this energy of you finally taking charge on creating the life that you are wanting to create. That is the message that I'm feeling today. So let us see what you need to hear. King of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles, as well as the Queen of Swords. So we're really clear on what we're feeling, what we're needing. And I just kind of feel like you're sitting in this space of emotional mastery, if you will. It's like you understand who you are. You're starting to recognize what your triggers are, what triggers you, what doesn't feel like it's an alignment for you, and all of that is becoming very clear. And I also just get I just know that you've been through so much. Like, you've been through it. Been there, done that. You've seen and experienced so much. So I just feel like you're coming into this space where things are getting calmer. Also, just this trust. Like, just knowing that everything is going to fall into place exactly as it should. And I also just get the feeling that lately you've been communicating more with spirit, with the divine, with your guides, with yourself even. There's just been a lot of internal clarity that I feel. Again, like self-mastery, emotional mastery with this King of Cups, and just knowing yourself, knowing who you are. Okay, hold on. Let's get you some oracle, because this is really interesting. What are we moving towards? You know? What are we moving towards? Because I was just feeling like a lot of visibility. We have cell phone. We also have baby. So some of you, I'm just going to speak on it because it could be literal. Some of you might be preparing for bringing children into the world. You know what I mean? But the other thing with this is I feel like you're reparenting yourself. You're starting to give to yourself in a new way. Be more present with yourself and more nurturing towards you. And that includes, having to distance yourself from certain people, or having to, give yourself a little bit of tough love and place boundaries with maybe certain vices or maybe certain habits that weren't supporting you. The other thing too, with the cell phone, I get a lot from this. I get one, just like strong boundaries that you're setting. But the other thing is I feel, again, some of you might be in the public eye in some way, or moving towards being in the public eye more, and maybe on more of a lighter version of that. For some of you, it's just maybe you're coming out of your shell now and you're ready to take what you've been learning, take what you've been reconnecting with, what you've been healing, what you've been working on in the shadows, and just kind of like bring it back out and maybe reconnect with certain old friends, or maybe just connecting with the world in a different way, if that makes sense. Spirit, what else? Recognize your spiritual authority. Reveal your secret power. Okay, so a lot of you are definitely, do you remember in the beginning I was feeling like connecting with the divine, like you're speaking more, you're I just feel like there's like a devoted practice that you've been doing. Like maybe that is just in the morning, you're really intentional about your day with your energy. Maybe it's you doing your own divination, whatever it is, there's a lot of connection with spirit, and definitely like spirit communication. So some of you might be experiencing an onset awakening of your psychic gifts and abilities. And I know what that feels like, because that can be really overwhelming sometimes, especially when you're in this new energy that you've been cultivating. I really like this. But with the reveal your secret power, I'm wondering too, with that cell phone energy, for some of you, I feel like you're meant to be taking a part of your gifts, like your talents, your passion, your craft, your power, your magic, and share that with the world, especially if you have been kind of keeping yourself held back from doing that. I think that a lot of you here, honestly, are meant to be taking your magic and allowing it to become visible into the world and helping the world, being in service to other people, but in a way that is not unbalanced, imbalanced, in a way that's fully balanced, that's reciprocal, right? And maybe some of you, this is coming in strongly, maybe some of you are in a space where you're feeling kind of like, okay, I know I'm supposed to be taking my passion and my craft and my work and my vision and help the world in some way, but it's really just about like, okay, maybe there's a part of you that feels impostery. I feel like Spirit is saying, no, that is not true. That is our self-doubt. And we have to move despite that doubt being there, right? And I feel like it's something about you just thinking very clearly, especially those of you who have like some kind of a plan, again, a vision, a plan. It's like it's thought out very clearly and logically. And so that could be a confirmation for some of you if you've been just wanting to know, like, before I hit start, is my plan, like, am I good? Like, is this a good plan? I feel like it's a yes. So what else do we need to hear? Check in. That's so funny because we were just talking about this. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It is always so helpful. Yes, 110%. I feel like your intuition, your inner compass, honestly, it's activated. And you can trust it. You can trust where you're being guided to do and what you're being guided not to do. Like, that is something really important for y'all to understand, is whether you realize it or not, you have such a strong inner voice and inner guidance and intuition. Even the loud doubt, even your inner doubt voice is very loud, and I get it, and it's difficult, and it can be really, really hard to navigate, okay, which is which? Is this my intuition or is this my doubt? I will say this right now, that usually intuition is never going to make you feel, it's not gonna make you feel shame. It's not gonna make you feel guilt. It's not gonna pull you away from your divine mission. It might make you feel pressure. You know, sometimes we might have an intuitive message or something within us that's like guiding us to do something that's completely out of our comfort zone, and there might be dread associated with that, but deep down you know that there's something to that is the right move. So I don't know if I explained that very well, but that's like my best interpretation of the differences. Yeah, you've been in your space just cultivating you, identifying what is for you, what is not for you, taking the steps necessary to make sure that you stay in rhythm and you stay in alignment with your vision, with your dream, or just with your highest good in general, you know what I mean? But again, I just feel like this is it's a time to be seen, whether that's on a larger scale or a smaller scale, depending on who you are listening. But I definitely, dreamer, you have, oh my God, y'all, your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. I have chills, you guys. I just do. Oh my goodness. Humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. It is so true. I feel like sometimes, you know what's really funny? This makes so much sense. Right before I started filming this reading, I was being so hard on myself. Like the split moment before I hit record, it was like, what if I look funny? What if my mouth looks weird when I talk? What if da-da-da-da, like all of these things. And it's like, in that moment, I was like, okay, that is not what we're here for. What is the real intention? It's to help people, right? It's to reach people and help them and support them, you know? And so I kind of laughed at myself in that moment. And so I wonder, maybe you could try that too. If you've noticed that the part of you that is like the perfectionist or needs to get it right perfectly or needs to look perfect or can't make a mistake or can't say that, you know what I mean? It's like that part of you that is so micromanagey. What if you were just like, hey, you can step back and you just giggled at it and let it know that it's safe to be imperfect, because it's true. It is, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that is so funny that came out. Let's see, I'm not done yet. I'm feeling called, like I feel like there's a couple more things. Whether it's just more confirmation or what, but I'm just feeling called to pull more. Pull a couple more cards for y'all. Let's see. Spirit, what else? Do you remember in the beginning of this reading I said y'all have been through it? Y'all have been through it. How is that for a happily ever after? She's like, everything is crashing down, but she's like, we did it. We made it through. It is all gonna be okay. Yeah, I just really feel like y'all deserve this gentle and expansive, but also abundant period. This is a chapter that's going to be full of opportunities for you, and I truly believe that you're going to surprise yourself and shock yourself with what you've been manifesting and what you've been attracting with all of the work you've been doing on yourself and the devotion, the loyalty to your healing and to your peace, you know? Release your guilt. You don't have to carry it with you. There's a part of you that almost feels guilty because there's deep down, you know, and you're aware that everything is about to change in such a significant way. Your world, I feel like, is going to be changing. And I feel like there's a part of you that feels like, do I deserve this? You know, is this something that, this kind of goodness, do I deserve it? Yes, you do. But then there's another part of this message I feel where, I don't know why this is coming in, but survivor's guilt. And I think that can pertain to a lot of you listening in the very literal sense of that word. And if I am so sorry for what you have had to go through and what you have survived. You are strong and you are very much deserving of all of the magic that is coming your way. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to push it away. You also don't have to reduce yourself and shrink yourself to make sure everybody is comfortable. You get to grow, because I want to give you a new perspective. Think about in life, when you are winning, who else surrounds you gets to win? Or is it the people that you will be helping? Is it the people that you'll be inspiring from you just taking action? I feel like that's really important for you to hear, because there's something, maybe a story, maybe it was an experience that you went through where something really good happened to you, but maybe somebody that you cared about or someone else fell short or had the smaller end of the stick, and then you just kind of felt super guilty about it your whole life. And from that point on, you're like, I'm not gonna ever let myself get good things because I don't deserve it, or that means that somebody else is gonna be hurt if I'm getting good things. I know that's really specific, but I just feel like I was supposed to speak on this today for you, and just to let you know, you can let that go. You can let that guilt go. And I hope you do. I really do, okay? Let's do one last card. I know we already pulled from this deck, but I'm bringing it out one more time because that's what I was feeling called to do. So we're gonna do it. Last message for you. Oh my goodness, power. Call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. It is all within you, my friend. You are a very powerful individual. You came here in this life for a beautiful reason, and you need to be reminded of that. Okay, so let me know if this supported you in the comments below. If you feel called to subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. I would love to have you. But liking, sharing, commenting, any interacting on this video helps me so much, and I appreciate it. If you would like to work with me, definitely check out the offerings I have linked in the description below. And I will see you all when I see you. Bye, friends.